See, when they say we all black, they really mean we want what you got.
It's a fact.
They don't want the burden, just the brand.
They just want the brand. Come on.
They ain't lost. They just plot. They chant the motherland, but don't walk in watts. Ain't no customs fee when they gentrify plots. Got tribal cloth, but no cloth in the street. That ain't black pride, that's cosplay elite. For real. You got heritage that mimic our strain. Sip our slang, then drip this thing. Dance to our pain, then ghost the struggle. Where you go? Double dust the trauma, then claim the muscle. Nah, we bled in the balance while you bought a seat. Running. Now you 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘁 claiming the heat. But trauma ain't tweetable. Ask the trees, ask the riverboats, ask the southern breeze. They want our change, but not our wound. Never that. Want our rhythm, not our
Y'all come on up in here. Go ahead and hit the like button early. We about to get started.
Who made it? They call us laws, now we cast a map. We drew it. You found your black.
We vibing out to the music, but we about to get started.
Respect the roots, so stay off the trees.
Y'all see the topic, they borrow our brilliance. But can they stand without us? That's all I want to know. We about to talk about it.
Just a Twitter chat. Y'all good at that. No boost march, but you claim our scars. You got home flags, but with our stars. We civil right at your visa clear. Fact. Now you trying to be blacker than pioneers.
Stop
playing. Our jazz, our slang, our Sunday screams. You colonize dreams, then sell them on streams. Remix, trying to rename a cookout Diaspora dish. But couldn't spell Selma or Bay or Swish. Name it. We got lineage woven through war and change. You got flights back, but still want our pain. Why they want a franchise black like it's brunch? Why? Take the struggle to monetize the punch. Got certain names, we got so why they want a franchise black like it's brunch? Why? Take the struggle to monetize the punch. Got certain names, we got so you found black lady after customs roll. Passport, it's not hate, it's guardrail clarity. Clear line, no unity without parity. Real equality. We gave a gang, now they say a bitch. Call it Afrofusion, project the pitch. Remix, no kinfolk if you goes to campaign. No brother if your claim came. They want our Nia, but not our Nina.
They want our Nia, but not our Nina. Come on.
Got choice, but choose our chain and mock the lie that forced our name. Disrespect. Call us lost, we the GPS. Map the trap, then map success. Road bill. You got roots, cool, stay in the garden. Stop trying to pick from a tree you ain't watered. Cultivate. Y'all want black, make a brand, no depth. We live in March, morning, daily. They was Caribbean till black got clout.
Come on.
Now they out here trying to change their route. Rebranded. Your pain's real, but it ain't all. Respectful. Don't remix grief just to chase the bar. Nah, we ain't kidding if you question our cause. Your black is borrowed, ours paid and lost. Deep cut. We not your costume, not your ad-lib. No skits, not your...
Send out some invites, y'all. Go ahead and hit the like button. Share the live. Let's try to get on the For You page. We about to get started. We about to get started, y'all. What's going on? We gonna get back to our series, man. We probably gonna get back to our series tomorrow, but there's something I want to talk about, family. There's something I want to talk about, man. I want to talk about the diaspora, man. I gotta get into it with y'all, man, because there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on, and family, into it with y'all, man, because there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. And family, what we say to these people, they don't want, it's like they don't want to hear it. The only thing they want to hear is, nigga, you African. They want us to pay some special homage to them. They want us to give them acknowledgement in all of our recognition and achievements. They want us to say, it all came from Africa. If we, family, the delineation, this is why the delineation is strong. You know, we didn't do this to them, family. They did it to themselves. They really did. I hate that we have to hit them upside the head with the bamboo stick. I hate that we have to swat them like flies out here. I really do. You know, but I don't feel too bad though. I just to be real, I don't feel too bad. But it's like they ain't never gonna get it, family. They don't want to get it. Family, it's like losing their most prized possession, but they're too prideful to say it. We're the cream of the crop. We're really the big brother. See, they want us all to believe that everybody came from Mother Africa. Family, they can't prove it though. All the pyramids over here. All the fossils, the oldest fossil was found in the Americas. The 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘁𝘀𝗁 woman. And no matter how much scholarship we hit them with, family, it's like talking to a 5-year-old. They want what they want. You can't explain it away. You can't bring facts. You can't bring facts to a 5-year-old. They want what they want. They're like children. Let's just keep it a buck. Let's just say what it really is. They're like children. They want what they want. And family, we can't tell them nothing. We can't tell them nothing. We can't tell them nothing, family. There's nothing we could tell them, family. There's nothing. Nothing we can tell these folks, family, to get them to understand. So, my question is, family, is can they stand on their own? I'm about to get heavy, right? I'm talking about the cultural. They trying to force feed us to say, yeah, they trying to force feed us to say we Africans. Family, it's like a 5-year-old who's trying to convince you that they're a dinosaur. It's like a 5-year-old trying to convince you, trying to plead with you and convince you why they must have this candy. They're going to throw temper tantrums. They're going to try everything in the book. And that's kind of symbolically what we're doing with these Africans. We're just spanking them, and then we're saying go sit in time out, because you're not going to get it until you feel the pain. You're not going to get it until you suffer. You're not going to get it until this pettiness goes all the way to 10,000. You're just not going to feel it. Let's get the lights up, family. I'm about to get heavy a little bit, right? Because the cultural dependency between Pan-Africanism and foundational Black Americans is like an anomaly. The uncomfortable truth that a lot of folks don't want to admit. We're going to get into it. Everybody want to be Black until it's time to be Black in America. I got allergies, man. My throat is itching. Everybody want to be Black. Now that it's popular. Now that the real Black folks then came to the table. They say we look like them. We don't look like them. We don't look like them, family. They say we look like them. They say we come from them, family. We don't come from them, family. Listen, don't matter what they blame it on, no matter what they say. We came out of slavery and we put foot to ass, okay? We came out of slavery and we started building. We built the country in slavery, and then we came out of slavery and we built Black communities that rivaled white communities, family. That's what we did. That's a fact. That's a fact. See, you don't go terrorize a town that's less than yours. You just don't go to a mud hut and knock it over. You don't do that. But when you got a castle, when you got a plantation, when you got a farm and farm animals and things, and you realizing you're white in America, plantation, when you got a farm and farm animals and things, and you realizing you're white in America, and you don't have half of what Black folks got, that'll make you want to tear some stuff up. That'll make you want to get, that'll make you want to be jealous. Let's keep it a buck. Everybody's jealous of foundational Black Americans, but we are not jealous of everybody, family. We're just not. We're indifferent. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care, family. That's just the truth of it. The truth is we don't care enough, and we don't have the energy or the time to just hate on Africans. But we'll make some time for some for some petty responses though. We'll make some time for that. We really will. That's just the truth of it. It's that when you catch us in our petty mode, it's hard for us to come down. It's hard for us because now listen, you ever walk up and that woman look you from the ground up? She looks now. Listen, you ever walk up and that woman look you from the ground up? She look you up and look you Africans up and down already. We done seen everything we needed to see. And it's not like we gotta go far to clown y'all or find it. It's not that we gotta, because y'all post this stuff online yourself. You know, y'all post this stuff, y'all dancing in the dirt. You know, y'all post that stuff, you know. The video is out. It's like y'all want us, it's like when we do show up to Africa, y'all want to show us everything, but then y'all don't want us to tell everything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all like, here, nigga, look at this nigga. Look at this nigga defecating in the street. Shh, don't tell nobody. It's a secret. It's like, man, we go over there and we see everything, and then they wanna come over here and act like they living in a castle. What's up, 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘁? What's going on with you? Hope you're feeling well, by the way. Hope you're feeling well. So let's talk about the diaspora, right? They keep leaning on our accomplishments. How Pan-African movements keep borrowing our legacy. And how foundational Black American, there is no global Black identity. They cannot do it without us, family. We are the global Black identity, family. Without us, there's no successful Black people to look to. See, do y'all ever notice when white people want to shame us, they quickly put us in Africa. They quickly point to Africa. When white people want to shame us, they quickly put us in Africa. They quickly point to Africa when they want to put us in check or put us down, because they can't talk about what we're doing in America right now because we're doing phenomenal things. You notice that, family? When they want to get at us, they even the YT people want to uproot us and plant us in Africa. When they want to send us somewhere, they all want to send us back to Africa. Why? Because they know. Everybody knows it. It ain't popping in Africa. It just ain't. No disrespect, but it's just, if we're gonna be truthful, I'm just gonna tell the truth. I'm not gonna I'm not here to lie and pretend. You know, listen, I have an East African wife, so listen, I'm just here to tell the truth. This is who I am. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. It's not popping over there. I'm just here to tell the truth. This is who I am. I'm just going to tell you the truth. It's not popping over there. If it was popping over there, you would find many Americans fleeing here to go live a better life in Africa. But that's not happening. The truth is, y'all are fleeing here to Black Americanistan. Y'all fleeing over here to Black American country, the country that we built, that we made great. Did y'all see that mayor of New York City? Did y'all see that Avatar speech he gave? Did y'all hear this brother say, immigrants run New York? Immigrants build America, and now immigrant is running New York. Did y'all hear that buffoonery and nonsense? Hey, listen, if I was in New York, I wouldn't take that. I wouldn't take. I'm in California, and I'd be damned if I let a Mexican come up and say, Mexicans run California. I'd be damned. I'll be there. I'll put my man. We would shut that down. So, see, one thing about California, man, is we shut it down, y'all. Y'all know that. Everybody know us here on the West Coast. We don't play. From the south, from the southern tip to the northern tip, from LA to the Bay, we don't play. I wish a ninja would. Say whatever that dude's name is. I can't even say his name. Zumdani. Whatever that brother's name is. New York, y'all got to step it up, man. Y'all down bad. Y'all down bad. Y'all let this nigga y'all let him get up in. I mean, I get you. It was y'all really didn't have too much of a choice. Y'all could have Cuomo. You know, y'all really didn't have too much of a choice, but y'all let this brother, y'all let the Bangladesh, Pakistani, y'all let them up in there. Now, all the internet scams are going to increase by 2,000%. Now, y'all food going to taste like foot sauce because you know how they get down. You know what I'm saying? You know how they get down. You know, man, it's all the immigrants are going to walk around with their chest out in New York now. They're going to be. You know, they're going to be worse than the rats and the rodents in the street. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be chilling in your house. Like, nigga, it's time for you to go. It's time for you to go to sleep because I'm not going home. That's pretty much what they're going to say. They're going to put their foot up in your, they're going to be hanging out at your house at 2, 3 in the morning waiting for you to go to sleep. And you like, nigga, don't you got a home to go to? They go like, nah, nigga, I run this. I run this now. So New York, y'all down bad, but I love y'all, man. I love y'all, man. But y'all got to, man, y'all gotta shut that brother down, man. He should have never got up in there, to be honest with you. Is there that many immigrants in New York now? Did the immigrants flood the zone in New York and just take it over? Is that what happened? Did the immigrants just flood New York and take it over? Jesus Christ. Spanish Harlem? What's going on? I mean, we gotta stick together no matter what. I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. We gotta stick together no matter what. We gotta come together as one. This is the time. We gotta stick together no matter what. We gotta come together as one. This is the time. We need all the boroughs need to come together. All the 5 points need to come together, and y'all need to start socking mouths. Y'all need to start chin checking. Y'all need to start, you know, taking back these streets. Let them know, hey man, this is our shit, because that's both family. Listen, family, I don't even know if I could say this on TikTok, family, but I think some of this stuff is treasonous. I don't even know if I could say that for real, but some of this stuff is like they committing treason in our country, family. Who wrote this damn Constitution where it allowed immigrants to get into our Constitution, family? That's crazy. That's crazy work, for real. That's crazy work, for real. Well, let's start with a question, family. We got some people in the room. Man, listen, family. I want you to ask yourself this question and just put it in the chat. You know, don't matter, put it in the chat. When was the last time Pan-Africanism did something specifically for foundational Black Americans? When did Pan-African ever work for us? Okay? Somebody put it, if you got an answer, put it in the chat. When did Pan-African hit the record? Every modern Black liberation movement, civil rights, the silent protest, Black power, hip hop, it all started with us. What do you mean only your page? What you mean only your page? When the question was, when did Pan-Africanism do something specifically for foundational Black Americans? I That's the question I'm asking. When did Pan-Africans ever do something? Because as far as I know, we've been running the yard. Since we came out of slavery. Oh, it's freezing up. It's freezing up. Let me see. Let me put it on my Wi-Fi. Hold on. Let me put it on my Wi-Fi real quick, y'all. Hold on. I don't want it to freeze up. I don't want it to freeze up. Hold on. Let me bring the drop down menu. Let me bring the drop down menu. Let me put the Wi-Fi. Hopefully that fix it. All right, let's see. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, is that better? Am I still freezing up? Is that better? I got the Wi-Fi on now. The Wi-Fi's on. The Wi-Fi's on. But family, we built the blueprint. We paid the price. We fought the laws, and we bled on this soil. Okay, cool. It's better. I'm glad. And we bled on this soil. What has a Pan-African, what has an African or Caribbean, what has a diaspora done for foundational Black American for us to even want to stick around? I mean, if they got 1.5 billion in Africa, why do they need us? Why do they need to bother us about being African or not? That's my question. Does anybody have because I can't think of one thing I can't think of one benefit that benefits. Because see, family, I used to be a Pan-African. Like many, I used to believe in, I won't say Pan-African, I would say I believed in flat blackness. We all black. We all one big nigga. I used to believe that. I used to believe black was black. So it didn't matter. It didn't matter what it was. As long as you was black, you was cool. But then you start realizing, see, as you start really paying attention, you be like, this nigga right here always used to act funny style. Why would he? And then now it makes sense. The reason why he was funny style was because he wasn't of the culture. He wasn't of the culture. That's why he was funny style, family. He wasn't of the culture. That's why he was an op amongst us. That's why he was a snitch amongst us. That's why he would side with the YT, man. You'd be like, why is this nigga siding? When you do a background check, when you do a lineage verification, that's when it comes out. And here's the thing, family. Those same people who once called us lazy, lost, Americanized, which we are. We're Americanized. We're proud of that. They use our slogans, our hashtags, and our history as if it's theirs. They love to quote Malcolm. They love to point out Malcolm got Caribbean lineage. But they forget that his father was foundational. Or mother, one of them. They forget he was born on American soil. They forget that he ran with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And he got his game from a foundational Black American. They want to leave that part out. They want to quote Martin Luther King, but they want to leave the part out that he's not. He never claimed to be African, not once. They quote Marcus Garvey, who's Caribbean, when Pan-Africanism wasn't even working in the Caribbeans. We got it popping for him over here. We started Garvey's movement. Garvey didn't start. We put some flame to the fire of Garvey and made him popular for what he is. And the brother still ain't never made it to Africa. Ain't never made it to Africa one time. But yet the talk is, the future is, the dream is building in Africa, building up Africa, making it a powerhouse. Let me tell you why that's a dream and why that's a myth and why that's probably hundreds, if not thousands of years in the future. Because nobody hate Africa more than Africans. That's why. Nobody hate Africa more than Africans. And they don't have the culture or the mindset to do anything positive and make real change in their country. See, here's the thing that Africa's always going to have to overcome. Survival. The survival mentality. Survival mentality is only supposed to be a phase. It's not supposed to be a long-term thinking. It's supposed to be a short-term thinking. Survival mode is supposed to be short-term, not long-term. Survival mode is long-term on the continent of Africa. They think about self first. They are self-preservationists first. They think about today. They don't worry about tomorrow. They're constantly being born into a system that puts them in the fight or flight, and they're always in survival mode. See, we can get in survival mode over here. We can. You know, when it comes down to it, we got to do to survive, right? We gonna get it. But we have a culture and a system set up to where we don't stay in survival mode. We get ourselves back on our feet, and then we quickly start thinking about the future. And when you got the best of the best from your country fleeing because they're in survival mode. See, they're in the fight or flight. See, we stuck in that fight mode. They're stuck in that flight mode. They flee because they're in survival mode, and they stay in survival mode even in America. That's why they do weird stuff. That's why I look at them like, why are you doing that for? That don't make no sense. Because they're in survival mode. Everything makes sense when you're in survival mode, family. Everything makes sense. It's like, I gotta do this because I gotta survive. I gotta eat. That's the biggest thing they got to conquer on that land. Is they got to figure out how to get their people out of survival mode. Brother, hopefully, man, EBT, they don't got EBT. Somebody said he needs some food for them and their children. Y'all help them out. I don't know. Help them out. But here's the problem. It's going to be, listen, if you're not FBA, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I don't know what to tell you, man. I really don't got too much help for non-FBAs at this moment in time right now. Not that I don't dislike them, but the fact they got their own community. They need to go through their community first. They don't need to come over here begging. That's what y'all would do if we asked for help. Y'all be like, oh, y'all begging reparations. Y'all begging. So, nigga, take care of it, man. Handle your business. Take care of your children. Feed yourself. Do what you got to do. Go to your immediate family first. Start there. Start with your immediate family first. And then go to your neighbors. And then if you can't get nothing from the neighbors, man, some bread, something, some tea. Something, then you're gonna have to panhandle, brother. That's what, I don't know what to tell you, brother. You're gonna have to get it how you get it. But I'll say this, family. All these people that they try to imitate, everything that we do, family, it's not rooted in a survival mindset. It's not rooted in a fleeing mindset. It's rooting in a stand and fight. Whatever happens to me, but it's going to happen to me over here on my land. That's what it's rooted in. We have a total different struggle from the diaspora. We have a totally different goal than the diaspora. And them trying to make us Africans it's not helping them. It's only waking everybody up. They're really harming themselves, to be honest with you, family. The more they push this African narrative, the more it backfires on them. So Pan-Africans, Pan-Africanism only looks powerful when it's standing on FBA shoulders. That's just the truth of the matter. If we don't push Pan-Africanism anymore, Pan-Africanism is going to die. It's going to be unalive, family. It's not going to exist anymore. See, once the world catches up, once the 50 million of us catch up to the delineation, there's going to be no more talk. I guarantee you, family, there's going to be no more talk of Pan-Africanism because we delineated. All of us, all 50 million of, once all 50 million of us delineate, there's no power in Pan-Africanism anymore. Somebody says it's already gone, huh? Yeah. Stick a fork in it. It's done. It's done. Stick a fork in it. See, every cultural export they got came from us, family. The slang is ours. The style is ours. The soul is ours. The courage to call out the system is ours. Family, I would never let a man put no boogers on me, family. I would never let a man put no boogers on me. Never. I wouldn't know how to deal with that. I wouldn't know how to deal with another man spitting on me, putting some boogers on me. I'd go crazy. I'd have to, we it's going down right then and now. We don't even gotta wait. He won't even get a chance to put boogers because the moment he try to put one, boop, 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 it's on like Donkey Kong. It's on. But they can do that, family. They're so downtrodden that they'll allow that stuff to happen and then act like because they act like they took the high road or something. No, there's no high road to that. That man is being aggressive. That man he's asking for a butt whooping. So we gotta comply. That's how I look at it. You asking for it, I gotta give you what you want. I gotta give you what you want. So family, they borrow our mic, they sing our songs, then remix it in an accent like it's theirs. But guess what? The rhythm don't lie. The rhythm got roots. And it all points back to foundational Black American. Shout out to Big Capricorn. Shout out. So, family, why the diaspora can't stand without foundational Black Americans? Why can't they stand? Why can't the diaspora stand without foundational Black Americans? Why do they need us to prop this thing up for them? Why do they need us to do all the footwork? Shout out. Thank you for the donuts, brother. Appreciate it. Pan-Africanism was supposed to be the bridge connecting all African people around the world. It was supposed to be the bridge. But somehow we crossed that bridge and it became a toll road, family. I know me personally. When I went over there, family, I went over there. And I didn't know that they was going to scam me because I was a Black American. I didn't know they was going to scam me because I was American. I didn't know. I kind of heard and I was kind of paying attention. But that's what it pretty much is. Family, if you want to go to Africa, make sure you bring a bag with you. Don't go over there with $300 thinking you're going to do something with $300 because you're not. Even though $300, that's a lot of money in Africa, family. $300 is a lot of money. Shout out to Big Capricorn. $300 is a lot of money, family. It's a lot in Africa. But don't you go over there with no $300 in your pocket. They want you to bring a bag. They want you to bring 3 to 10 grand when you go over there. So when you go to Africa, make sure you got 3K on hand to 10K on hand when you go over there. That's the numbers. That's the number. Because you're going to find out that even though things are cheaper in Africa, it's going to get expensive real quick. Real quick. Family, if the police don't try to get it from you. If the price don't change when you're at the restaurant, if the Uber driver don't try to ask for more money, beg you for a tip, family, just trust me when I tell you, family, prices changed. Make sure you get your African accent on. Make sure you get your African accent on, because the moment they hear that American accent, and they can tell just by how you look, you ain't one of them, family. They can tell. I stuck out like a sore thumb. They knew I wasn't from there. It's like a red dot was on me. You are not from Africa, are you? You not from here, nigga. Where you from? You from America? That's what they would say. So family, we send love, solidarity, resources, and they send us guilt trips. We buy the kente cloth, the dashikis, we support Back to Africa festivals, but there's no reciprocity when it comes to us, family. When have African nations, and this is the key, when have African nations stood up for us politically? I'll wait. When has African nations stood up for us politically, family? I'm talking about the nation. When has a nation made a statement and said, leave those Black Americans alone, stop redlining them, stop mistreating them, stop destroying their neighborhoods? When has a national, a Black nation, an African nation, stood up for us politically? Okay, you ready? When have Caribbean governments fought for our reparations? I'll wait. Oh, crickets? It's crickets? Nothing? Yeah, okay. That's what I thought. Shout out to crypto. The truth is, Pan-Africanism benefits everybody but us, family. It's a cultural siphoning that's going on. They're taking our energy, our activism, our creativity, and converting it into global branding for themselves. There would be no such thing as Afrobeats if it wasn't for foundational Black America. They wouldn't even have a term for it. But they can thank a foundational Black American. Because if it wasn't for us inspiring them, they could not do what they're doing today. See, the problem is, family, they want us to be inspired by them, and we're just kindly trying to tell them, you're not doing anything. They want us to get inspirational off of them, but if we're being truthful, they haven't done anything that's awe or inspiring. Everything they're trying to do, we did already. The only thing they can do, family, is scam their way over here. Scam the system here, because the system is not going to attack an African. It's only meant to attack Black Americans. And get ahead that way. And even by them doing that, there's still more of us than there are of them. Come on up, KLS. Yeah, you can come up, brother. There's still more of us than them. There's still more of us than them. We still got more millionaires, more 100,000aires. We still bought more houses. We still got everything more than them. We even got more businesses than they got, family. I don't care how many grocery stores they try to put up. They're not going to beat us. Not in our country. But they can act like they're the only ones doing it, but we know better. What's up, KLS? Talk to me, brother.
Hey, Too Much. What's been going on, man? It's been a little bit, right?
No, man. Man, I haven't seen you in the Telegram, brother. We ready to go. We moving and grooving.
I was gonna ask you about that. You guys ready now?
Oh yeah, brother. We are beyond ready.
I was waiting for the notification. I was over here like, damn, go talk to Too Much, because I know you were sitting there. We were about to get ready. I've been meaning to jump on and talk to you about that because I was like, oh man, don't let me miss it. I don't want to miss the initial drop.
Man, all you got to do is be in the Telegram. I'm not going to release the date of when the official launch is. Well, all I can tell you is it's coming. It's on its way. Everything's done already, brother. We're just, everything's done, man. We're just trying to get these NFTs off. Once we sell all 85 NFTs, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And we're already selling. We've already sold a couple diamonds already. We have like 5 tiers: bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. And diamond's our highest tier. We've sold 2 of those already.
Hopefully I can keep up myself. Yeah, but to add on to what you were saying, yeah, for the whole Pan-Africanist thing, it is ridiculous seeing how and I don't know where these people come from. Latest example for me has been Mauna Leo.
I don't think she's Black American, brother.
I wanted to see, because I was over here like, I'd never heard of her. So I went to go try to verify. I was like, hey guys, just asking people. I was like, hey guys, do you know this person? They're like, oh yeah, she's a gay. She's from what, like South Carolina? I was like, okay. So I'm gonna go check her out and I was starting to just trying to get a feel for her. And then guess what she did? Had an interview. I think it was the Breakfast Club, I think it was. And she goes and she's, oh, I'm a Pan-Africanist. This is about Black unity. And that was what my message was about. Now, maybe it might be for publicity, but I watched her video. And in her video, she said, all Blacks to the, quoted, verbatim was this, all Blacks to the back. That's one of them. And she referenced a time in slavery. And when she said that, she said, we. But I wasn't even sure if she was Black American myself.
I don't believe she is, brother. I really don't.
That's what she said. Like she quoted
her whole management is nothing but Nigerians.
Yeah.
Online calling us 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘵 and saying how terrible we are.
Bro, they use something worse than 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘵. They call us the hard R's. Hard R's. Nigerians. Yep. And so my thing is this, like, you could, I don't know. I don't think she is, but my thing is this, like, even if you were, why do you want to put everybody else before yourself if you are Black American? Because you're taking, you didn't even recognize your, first of all, if you are Black American, this is crazy, because you didn't even recognize your own lineage. You didn't even say anything about us, but you mentioned Black unity, and you did that in the face of YT people, and saying, oh, well, they all see us as, it doesn't matter about what they see us as. It matters about who we are, our lineage, our struggles, our history, our culture. That's what it matters about. And for you to get up there, if you even are Black, like, to do that, that's embarrassing. That's the complete and utter embarrassment. So I don't know what kind of plant she is, or who put her up there, or who's paying her, but that is really, really ridiculous. And it's very, very, it's worrying that these people worry about us. I was questioning if she's Black. I was like, because people were literally just saying, oh, is an African agenda? Nobody knows her. I was still saying that. Nobody knows where the heck she came from. I was questioning it too, because I was like, I've never, ever heard of her. No underground rap, no nothing, which is not something that I keep up with a lot.
She probably was born in Nigeria, for all we know.
Maybe, because she seems like she's in contact with them, because they had tweets.
Is covering up that forehead. That lace front is covering up that forehead, brother.
Maybe it goes further back than what we think. But she had tweets, just like you said, for her managers. I think she had tweets for other artists that her manager manages, and those tweets were literally about us, and they're using the hard R's, saying, oh, well, we don't want the I don't want to say the whole thing, but we don't want the hard R's around us, or we don't want to be working with them. Keep them away from us. And I was like, this is who you're associating with, right? And this is something back from years ago. So she might have already known about this. She's in the network with them, right? So That's what I mean. So I don't think that she is or was, and even if you were to, why are you giving our contributions or trying to put the front line on Pan Africanism if you or yourself are black? Like, that's what I'm saying. There's no way that someone like that is us. Because if you were, then you would have known about something that would have not made you that. Because even if people bring up the idea, and I understand what it was. It was the idea of real black unity, real, like a cohesive togetherness work that we could do and build with each other as a aggregate. But that's not what it was. That's a lie. That idea was scrapped a long time ago, back in like the 1900s. So that's not what it was. It's a huge twist on what it is right now. And to see people still saying Pan-Africanist anything is ridiculous, because all you need is one example. We have multiple throughout the years, all the way back. Well, I was in Clubhouse in 2020, and I didn't even know it was this bad. But there's people that have some evidence of that, because there was thousands of spaces talking about money rituals, slave babies, just like how you said, 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀, 𝗤𝗂𝗎𝘂𝑟, all of that, and they're just in there like recess having a ball with it,
Listen, I was on TikTok for a little bit, man. I was on TikTok when 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀 was running around calling shots on there, man, and everybody was afraid of that brother, man. I remember him coming in the room, and everybody's like, "Oh, it's 𝗥𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀." They would just be quiet. 𝗥𝗏𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀 was in those rooms, and then there was these other rooms going on, family. Where it was nothing but all these immigrants, all these black immigrants trying to give out relationship advice. It was a room full of nuts, and that's when I start hearing them saying, "We don't want to mix with the 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀." Like, oh shit, what's an 𝗏𝗏𝗴𝗏𝗁? Some dude in there like, "We're gonna we're gonna chop them down." And I was like, "Oh damn, who they talking about?" And I just started listening. I started realizing, oh, they're talking about Black Americans.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy, and it was like an obsession. Every room was like, we have culture, they are lost, they need to follow us, we don't need to follow them, they need to assimilate to Africa, we don't need to assimilate to them. That's what they kept saying in those rooms, man. And now, and here's the thing, now they were doing this underground weird stuff for a long time, because I remember Clubhouse was by invite only, right? Remember, Clubhouse was by invite only. If somebody didn't invite you, you couldn't get into Clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody in Clubhouse had to invite you to Clubhouse. So I got invited to Clubhouse, and this is what I started hearing, man. I started hearing a bunch of Caribbean women denigrating Black American men in those rooms.
Yep.
Under the guise of being a Black woman. It's like, if I go back and remember, that's where the gender war started. It was a bunch of Caribbean and African women who decided one day to just hate all Black men, and especially the Black American man. I was shocked, brother. I was shocked.
And that sounds like infiltration.
I was shocked. I couldn't believe it. So fast forward now, where we're at, man. We're turned up now. We're not turned down. We're turned up now. Y'all done turned us all the way up the dial. We loud, we proud, and we unashamed now. We're gonna talk about your flip flops. We're gonna talk about your raggedy attitude. We're gonna talk about the tetherism. We're going to get on them ashy feet, them ankles and crusty feet at the bottom of the heel. We're going to talk about it all now. We're going to talk about how y'all dancing in dirt with no shoes on. We're going to talk about how y'all freaking on the ground, freaking on the tree, jumping off buildings, landing on top of, just WWE stuff. We're going to talk about all that dance hall stuff. We're going to get on it all now. All the degenerate. We're going to talk about all your babies that have no father. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the paternity fraud that's rampant over there. We're going to talk about it, all of it now. Now that y'all said what y'all had to say with y'all chest, we gonna say it louder now. We're gonna point everything out. We're gonna ask you questions like, why haven't you built anything in your homeland? When are you gonna go back and build? I don't want to hear about the 5 goats. When are you gonna build your mansion over there? When's that come? Are you planning? Are you ever going back?
Probably not.
Now it's those talks. Now it's like, are you ever going back? Because did you get a one-way flight over here? Is there a return ticket somewhere that we don't? When are you going back home because your homeland needs you? UK just recalled all the African nurses in the UK and said they can't work in the UK no more if you came from this specific school because we can't tell who actually graduated from this school or not. Who has the proper credentials or not. Now it's getting to the point now to where if you run into someone who's African in the medical field, you're already going to assume that she probably don't belong there. He or she, they probably scam their way to get into that position. That's how bad the scamming is.
Mm-hmm.
That's how bad it is.
I also wanted to say, like, I've been looking into some, like, back in, this is not even, I can't even say back in the day. I'm looking like some ancient stuff, I guess you can say. And knowing, like, some uncovered history, I guess you could say, and these maps I've been looking at, and also just like how Africans act towards us. It kind of gives me like a little bit of a picture. But all of that to say, like, these maps date back from like 1579, 1526, right? And I was looking at everything that America, well, not to say that we don't have it, but we had it. And have you ever heard things like America is the place of milk and honey, or you know, the motherland? Have you ever heard of the compass flip?
Okay. So, yeah, Africa is America. America's Africa. You talking about that?
Kinda. Yeah. So
Yeah,
they,
we're in the motherland right now, and supposedly they're in the new world, and in Africa,
yeah, the old world. The old world is America.
and we're in the old world. Yeah, I've heard that.
Yeah. So my whole thing is like, along with that, there's been like, it's like this big, if I can just summarize it, it's kind of like a big scheme to get us off of our lands to basically separate us from our culture, separate us from our history, us not knowing our ancestors, our forefathers, our homeland, not knowing anything. And it's so funny how people try to make this kind of connection back to Africa, and it makes me think that they're all a part of the scheme, all a part of the scam, you know? Because we know that they don't like us, you know, or they definitely don't have the same like black love. They don't know what black love is. So it just makes me think that they're all part of the scam, which is like really, really funny, because like the Pan-Africanist movement is like people trying. But funny thing is, like, have you ever seen like people, right? And they would have these debates, and you can see African people and they'll say you don't have culture, or you don't have any culture. So I find it really, really funny how, you know, there's this time where someone or a group of people literally set out to make sure that we had no semblance of who we are. No semblance of who we are. And now we have people, like some Africans, you can see some interviews where they talk, and you wouldn't, and not to say that we don't, but there's people that have been displaced, and there's people that have been indoctrinated, and they don't know their history now. Some people don't. They're not educated about their history, and they don't teach us in schools, not the real history. So you're going and you're asking somebody that you planned to go and remove them from who they really are as a people, and you're going to ask them, what's your culture? Oh, right, you don't have any.
Man, we got more culture than they got, brother.
We do. We have the longest history of anybody else.
They can't go back to 17. They can't even go back to 1790. They can't go past 1890. in their history.
Hmm.
They can't track themselves lineage based back past 1890.
Or they're gonna try to say at these that the things that we have come from Africa, which is really really funny. But I just find it to be I don't think it's a coincidence that we have people that wanted to remove our history and our culture, and other people that wanted to come and say, oh well, what is your culture, or say that we come from them. I don't think that's a coincidence. I think that's all part of a bigger scheme that we don't know about.
I agree. I agree wholeheartedly. I look at these people, man, like they want to be us so bad. They want to replace us. They want to be our replacement, family. That movie Tethers, man, go back and watch it again. What's it called? What's the name of that movie? Like what's that movie that they mentioned Tethers in? I forgot the name of the movie now.
I'm not sure.
That movie where what's that girl? She was, the Us. There we go, Us. That was all about them. That was all about Black immigrants replacing Black Americans, looking like them, acting like us, mimicking our movement, our speech, our talk, but not really being us.
Hmm.
It was a horror movie about Africans and Caribbeans coming over here and replacing, and it was done so cleverly that we didn't even figure out what it was. We just thought it was a good scary movie. Like, man, that's interesting. The people
It
in the
gotta be
mirror.
it gotta be based on a true story, because there's anchor babies here right now that act like us right now.
Right now. Right now. And that's what I'm saying, family. It's like, why the hate for the delineation? The only reason why you're going to be butthurt is because you feel like you're losing something. You feel like you're losing something. Family, if we leave the diaspora, and we have, the diaspora is going to fall apart because now they don't have a leader. Now they don't have a cultural icon to attach themselves to. Now they don't have anything to latch on to. There's no resources for them to grab if we leave. If we stay, they're going to continue anchoring themselves into our culture, into us. Before you know it, they're going to have so many babies here. It's going to be first, second, third, fourth generation. They're going to think they us. They're already starting to say our ancestors. What's her name? Joyce Reed. She's a Congolese. She's a Congolese woman, and we hear her all the time on TV with the Black girl stereotype, talking like that, and saying things like our ancestors died or unalived on this land. They were in slavery, and we're looking at her like, what? We know you're not from here. Her father's Congolese, or her father, and the mom is Ghanaian. It doesn't matter. Exactly. She's not from here. Period. Congolese and Guyanese is not Black American. You can't get Black American from Congolese and Guyanese. Guyanese is South American, but it's not United States. It's not Black American. And a lot of Guyanese people over there, they don't even consider themselves Black too. A lot of them Guyanese women, they're more indigenous, to be honest with you, or Pakistani mix over there. Let's call it a buck. So they have no lineage over here to the foundational Black American side, but yet they want to latch on to our ancestors. They want to latch on to our ancestors. Family, look, man, we just had a man on the, what was it? Without I think I was on here yesterday. I don't remember if I was on here. Yeah, I was on here yesterday. Dude came in here and saying that our ancestors that built this country from scratch was his ancestors. He said they were Africans who built America. That's what he tried to tell me. He tried to tell me that our ancestors were Africans building America, and that they were his ancestors, not our ancestors. Family, can you help me understand that, family? This African man said that our ancestors who built this country are his ancestors, not our ancestors. So when you first of all, the people that they sold, they were not from their tribe. They sold different tribe. The 90,000 that did make it over, you know, a small number. You kicked them out. Why? Because they wasn't part of your bloodline. They wasn't part of your lineage. You got rid of them and you had no remorse doing it. You walked them around the tree of forgetfulness and then you let them go. How do you claim them again? Matter of fact, how do you know who's your ancestors now if they mixed in with the indigenous black people that were already here? You see how crazy, psychotic, deranged, uncouth that is, family? Do you understand that these people are like children? They don't know nothing. They're just latching on to whatever they can latch on to hold them, to anchor themselves to whatever the black. See, family, and I don't want to say this, but if we go in biblical, Ham got cursed. So guess what they're trying to do, family? They're trying to do a destiny swap because they understand, family. Some people want to say we got cursed. We didn't. I don't feel cursed. I don't. But we know that there was something put on them in Africa because 90% of them are in poverty. Something definitely spiritually happened over there. Whether they great grandparents sold them out, or somebody did some voodoo, or the Most High just said, you know, or Noah cursed one of his sons whose name was Ham, and whatever. Family, that's not us. We didn't get cursed. We got the blessing. But somehow, everybody wants to take from ours and make it theirs. They want to take our blessing and put it on them. That's what they've been trying to do this whole time. That's what they've been trying to do this whole time. See, family, let's talk about the word that they love to fear, family. They fear that word, foundational Black Americans. They fear us saying we want to define who we are. They fear that. So their only thing to do is, when they fear something, is to call it a name. You're being divisive, nigga. You're being divisive. They have to slander the good that we are doing and make it seem to be evil. Nigerians can say they're Yoruba. Jamaicans can say they're Jamaicans. Haitians can say I'm Haitian. Nobody bats an eye to that, family. Nobody cares. But the minute we say foundational Black American, the world starts shaking like we broke some secret code. They hate FBA. The moment they hear FBA, oh, you divisive, nigga. You divisive. You're trying to divide us. So what? We don't want to be. We don't want to hang around y'all like that. We don't want y'all to be included in our stuff no more like that. Thank you for sharing the live, Monique. We don't want you to be in our stuff like that. So what? What's it to you that we're delineating? What's it to you that we don't want to be considered in the African Union anymore? What's it? What does it matter? You go do you, and you allow us to do us. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. All right, fam, we're gonna take a little break, man, because I need y'all to get them likes up, man. I need y'all to get them likes up. But while we're on this break, I'm gonna play something for y'all. While we on this break, y'all get them likes up. Get me up to at least 10K, and then we're gonna start again. But y'all vibe out for a minute. Let's vibe out for a minute. Let's just vibe out for a minute. All right.
Oh yeah. See, When they say we all black, they really mean we want what you got.
They want what we got.
They don't want the burden.
They don't want the burden though.
Just the brand.
Just the brand.
They ain't lost. They just fly. Let's talk. They chant the motherland, but don't walk in watch. Ain't no customs fee when they gentrify plots. Got tribal cloth, but no cloth in the street. That ain't black pride, that's cosplay elite. For real. You got heritage yet, mimic God's strength. Sip our slang, then drip this thing. You dance to wild pain, then ghost the struggle where you go. Double dutch the trauma, then claim the muscle. Nah, we bled in the balance while you bought a seat running. Now you keyboard king claiming the heat. But trauma ain't tweetable.
Let's get the lights up to 10K, y'all. Get the lights up to 10K.
That's the southern breeze. They want our change, but not our wounds. Never that. Want our rhythm, not our tunes.
Never that.
We bled the bill, what they broadcast. Built that.
Built
Now
that.
they echo, but never asked. Who made it? They call us lost, now we cast the map. We drew it. You found your black when the plane unpacked. Touchdown. Respect the rules, so stay off the tree. Stay
Come on.
Not every struggle's buy one, get one free. Real talk, yeah. Pan Africa, where the favor at? Where though? No reparation, just a Twitter
Come on, get them lights up, y'all.
No boots march, but you claim my scars. You got home flags, but one North Star. We civil righted, yo. Visa clear facts. Now you trying to be blacker than pioneer. Stop playing. Our jazz, our slang, our Sunday screams. You colonize dreams, then sell them on streams. Remix. Trying to rename a cookout Diaspora dish. LOL. But couldn't spell Selma 𝗖𝗄𝗏𝗵𝘁𝘀 wish. Name it. We got lineage woven through war and change. You got flights back, but still want our pain. Why they want a franchise black like it's brunch? Why? Take the struggle, then monetize the punch. You got surnames, we got soul. You found black lady after customs roll. It's not hate, it's all real clarity. Clear line, no unity without parity. Real equality, we gave the game, now they sell us. Listen, nerd, call it Afro.
Yeah, AK, come on, let's go.
No kinfolk if you ghost the campaign. No brother if your claim came with a plane. Nah, we died nameless, you fly flag rich. Why do you wanna be black when it's need? Just saying. They want Ania, but not Anina. Angela, not our subpoenas. Got choice, but choose our chain.
I think I got too much for y'all. Y'all ain't know.
Disrespectful, call us lost, we the GPS. Map the trap, the map success. Wrong built. You got roots, cool, stay in the garden. Stop trying to pick from a tree. You ain't watered, cultivate yours. Y'all want black like a brand, no depth. We live in marching, want it rep.
Got real music right here.
Now they out here trying to change their route. Rebrand. Your pain's real, but it ain't ours. Respectfully, don't remix grief just to chase the applause. Nah. We ain't caring if you question our cause. Your black is borrowed. Ours paid and lost. Deep cut. We not your costume, not your ad lib. Don't skip. Not your melanin moment to add clips. We the sound. No
We almost there, family. Keep it up.
We the core. Not a promo, global. Be proud of your flag, rep your land. Do that. Don't need our mirror just to feel grand. If black is borrowed, give back the name. You found identity, don't own, check the flame. Just say who you are.
Say who you are. Come on.
You don't need our scars to prove your power.
That's it. Be
You got
you.
roots. Why harvest stars?
All right, family. We at 10K. Right at 10K. Appreciate that. That's love right there. Appreciate it. Listen, family. We gotta continue calling this stuff out, man. I'm telling you right now. This is me telling you the truth. At least I'm telling you how I really feel about this thing. I'm not sugarcoating. I'm not lying about it. Listen, family. The moment we delineated, the moment we won. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I appreciate that. Working on a new album, y'all. It's probably gonna come out either December or January of next year. I might drop it a little early, but I'm working on an album. It's gonna be some player stuff. It's gonna be about us and for us. That's all you need to know. But family, the moment we delineated, family, was the moment all their plans, all their resources, it was the moment they lost. That was the moment they lost. He said, let me in on it. That was the moment they lost, fam. We are doing the right thing. Everything is pointing to we got to break away from them. Listen, family, we are not, I don't want us ever to hear, I don't ever want to hear that we are cursed. I don't care if you're a Hebrew Israelite. I don't care which, stop saying we're cursed, family. We're not. We are blessed. We are the most blessed people on the freaking planet. Think about that, family. We could have been born anywhere else in the world, but we were born here on this soil. We are attached and we are rooted in this country. Everybody else, they got to struggle to get here, family. We are blessed. Our ancestors, they were the pioneers, hands down. They pioneered this thing. They went through everything that we probably couldn't go through today. They did it all for us. They were the pioneers. They were the seed that fell into the ground. They had to suffer the most. But we are their offspring. We are the fruit. We are now vanguards, family. I'm embracing that word. Y'all better understand. Somebody called me that, and I've been on that. I've been on my vanguard ever since. Ever since. We are creating something new. We have tools that our ancestors wish they had, family. Wish they had. We got them. And what are we going to do with these tools? Well, you know we're going to build. Because when it comes to building, we're the best at it. Nobody comes even a close second, family. Listen to this, family. If you ever been to Europe, I want you to look how Europe is designed. It's not real practical. I'll just say it like this. Europe is not really designed practical. It's not really designed for future. You got these small little cars, you got these narrow little roads, you got these little hills and slopes, and it's not really designed with the future in mind. Family, if they could build it without us, they would have did that. But they couldn't. They couldn't. So they stole a few from Africa, enslaved a whole lot here in America, and they said, build it. And then everything, listen, just like companies do today. Do you ever know when you work on a company, if you're working for a company and you invent something within that company to make things run quicker, they own it. Did you know that? Whatever you invent while you're on the job belongs to your job. Doesn't belong to you. So think about all the inventions that we invented that we did not get credit for while we were in slavery. Everybody knows who. Let me tell you, do y'all know why the cotton gin was invented? The cotton gin was invented out of necessity. Black man Eli Whitney said, man, I got to create something to pick this cotton, man, or I'm going to be in these cotton fields my whole life. They ain't never going to let us go. And if you notice, the moment the cotton gin was invented, slavery was over. Like, man, we don't need these niggas like we thought we did. We got the cotton gin now. We need a few. We don't need a whole bunch no more because we got this cotton gin. Technology, yes. Yes. It was, listen, the very technology that we use today, let me tell you something, family. The internet was based off a black man's mind. The first mathematician, savant, was not a white man, it was a black man. They'll never talk about us though. But they'll talk about them. They'll talk about theirs. They won't talk about ours. Family, the reason why they experiment on us because they want to see what makes us so great. What makes us so unique? What makes us more different and special than every other group on the planet? That's why they study us. That's why they can't let us go, because they're not through. We're still a mystery to them even to this day. They still can't figure it. They're still scratching their head like we done everything to keep these niggas down and they won't go down. They keep rising back to the top. No matter how far we push them down, they rise up even further. They can't understand that. They can't understand that. Black American is something powerful. Black American is something powerful. It means you came from the lineage that challenged the empire and survived. It means the most resilient people, no matter how much you turn up the heat, we don't boil. You say that again, maybe y'all catch it. No matter how high they turn up the heat, we don't boil. Because we match the heat. So when the dial gets turned up to 100, we're at 100. That's the way it's supposed to be. That's our superpower, family. We meet you at the same energy you meet us. We match energy. We match energy. We do it so well that you might hurt yourself in the process, not us. Because all we're doing is matching energy. That turn the other cheek, that's the sucker move. That's the okie doke. We don't fall for that no more. See, everybody wants us to be their punching bag when it's convenient for them. They don't want the punching bag to punch back though. They don't want the punching bag to punch back. They get upset. They get irritated when the punching bag punches back. When they can't hit that punching bag, they get irritated. Yeah, we've been allowing it for too long. Yeah, we have. That's a fact. We've been allowing it for too long. But we're not on that no more. We don't woke up. Listen, family. We didn't have a total recall. We didn't have a total recall, family. We done had a total recall, and we're not taking that no more. It's just not. We're not dealing with that no more, family. We're not dealing with that no more. No mas. No mas, family. We're not dealing with that no more. We're not taking it. Listen, family, I want us to be confident. We don't have to walk around here being humble. I want us to have so much pride. Listen, family, I want us to have so much pride, family, when they talk about what you got something to smile for or whatever, family. I want them to realize that, hey, man, when they try to look at us like we have a low IQ, I want us to be looking at them like they got the low IQ. When they try to make it seem like we got inferior genes, I want us to look at them like you got the inferior genes, not me, buddy. Not me. My DNA says my heart's good, my liver's good, that y'all want. I know that my melanin is worth more than gold, than your gold. That's what I know. That's what I know. My melanin is worth more then you're gold. I know that I don't have a recession. I know that I'm at replacement level. I'm not below replacement level. I know that my mind, I may be stuck in, I may be in a bind, but I can always walk through the steps and work my way back out. I know that the challenge that I'm facing is not meant to unalive me, but it's meant to empower me. That's what I know. And these man, I swear to God, I don't know how much they paying you Africans, man. I wish one of y'all would just be honest and say this is how much they paying me to antagonize Black Americans. I wish y'all would just be honest about that. I really do. I wish we could run into one of y'all that's gonna be like, you know what, yeah, man. They come on this website. You go on this website and you fill out your information, and then they give you 5 naira or something, or 50 shillings or something. You know, just be honest, man. How much they paying you, brother? How much are they paying y'all to come up in my live, man? That's all I want to know. How much are they paying y'all to come up in this live and just be the antagonistic one? I wish y'all would just have, some of y'all can't, you know, I got the blockers on, so y'all can't see all the comments that I get that gets blocked. So, but I can read them still. So it's just funny to me. It's like they ain't got nothing better to do. Shouldn't y'all be having a meeting about Africa right now? Shouldn't y'all be having a meeting about how you got 1.5 billion people on the continent and how y'all gonna take over? Think about that. See, this the thing, family. Y'all say, oh, Black Americans, we don't own nothing and blah, 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 blah. Y'all don't own nothing either. Oh, you guys really aren't standing on business. Like you say, the white man controls you and dominates you. And we like, nigga, we 16% of the country. You 90% of the country. You're 90% and you can't, man, let me tell you something. The day that Black Americans, like, we're already the majority ethnically, right? We're already the biggest ethnic group in America. That's a fact. Nobody can deny that. I can prove it. But the moment we're the majority, period, in this country, like the moment we reach 100 million foundational Black Americans in this country, it's over for the dominant society. It's over. We wasn't taking no shit when we was 20 million. We wasn't taking no shit when we was 30, 40 million. And we not taking no shit when we 50 million. But if we get to 100 million foundational Black Americans in this country, we dominate in all areas of activity. You might as well say YT supremacy is done. Every major election, we got that. Almost 25K, y'all. Tap that screen. Get that, man. Y'all did it, man. That's love right there, family. Thank you for getting me to 23, but give me the 25K. Shout out to Monique. Yeah, my number's been down lately, y'all. I haven't been on here like like I used to be. So we getting back. We getting things back in the swing of things. But you know how TikTok, you know, they listen, family. They love to ban my page. You know, listen, I know the streets are watching this page. I know the streets are listening, because when I hear my ideologies in other people's mouths, I don't even get mad. I'm like, man, it feels so good to hear people say some of the things that I've been saying on this platform. You know, I had somebody tell me I may not have the biggest platform, but I got one of the most influential platforms, man. Because I'm telling you, fam, I'll be giving out the game I talk over here. Y'all not gonna hear nowhere else. I guarantee you. Y'all not gonna hear nowhere else. Only thing people can do is take this game and take it out into the real world and apply it and use it. The one, I don't know who you are, brother, but I ain't never been bought and sold. Nobody can buy me. They can buy you, though. They can buy your village. I'll tell you right now, whatever village you live in, they can buy that. They can buy your village. but they can't buy me. I can't be bought. I refuse to be bought. I'm too much of a stand-up guy to be bought. I'm too stubborn to be bought. How about that? I'm just too stubborn. If you say I can't do something, that my stubbornness is going to kick in. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to prove to you that I can. So it's going to be hard for them to throw anything at me because I'm not moved by money because I really feel like I got it on the inside. Everything I got is on the inside. So because I'm so great on the inside, that it's just a matter, I attract money. I just know how to attract it. I just know how to attract opportunities that bring me money. I just know how to do that. So and I pride myself more on getting it on my own than having somebody give me a handout. Like if somebody give me a handout, I'm like, I don't really want that because it takes away my thunder and my joy from me getting it on my own. So it's gonna be very hard to buy somebody like me. It's like you can promise me a mansion, but I'm like, man, I'll probably be in one real soon. And I'm not even a mansion guy, to be honest with you. So I probably won't be because no matter how much money I make, I just can't see myself with 10 rooms. I can't see me living in a house with 10 rooms. It's not practical. It's not practical. It's just not practical. Nah, brother, you save it. How about this, brother? You go find an 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘁 soup live to go to. Okay? You go chop up some Diaspora recipes and y'all go exchange bushmeat recipes, man. It's about that time. Y'all go do that. Instead of bothering me on my platform while I'm talking to my family, my friends, my people, go find a 𝗔𝗶𝗴𝗵𝘁𝘀𝘁 rap battle to go to. You know what I'm saying? Y'all start rapping over there. Go battle rap. Go, Yoruba versus Igbo. Go start the battle rap over there, brother. You don't gotta come bother me. You know what I mean? I'm not the nice guy, but I'm the reasonable guy. I'm the reasonable one. I'm not nice by any means because, I'll drop you, I'll kick you in your balls. I'm dangerous. You get too close. I might think you're a beetle and do that. I might like, damn, these beetles just squash you real quick. So, but I'm reasonable though. I can be reasoned with. If you got some sharp game and some scholarship, I might listen to you, brother. I might hear what you got to say. But if you're gonna do tether babble, we all know what tether babble is. They don't really know what they're saying. They don't even know what they're talking about. They just start running their mouth, and it sounds like they backing up a dump truck into a narrow driveway. That's what it sounds like. It's a disaster. It's a disaster by any means. It's a disaster for sure. For sure. But family, the diaspora cannot stand on its own. And that's the truth. That's why they don't want the delineation, because us delineating messes up their grand scheme of things. They need us to be with them in order for their play to work. The moment we withdraw from ourselves from them, the moment we delineate and move out and separate ourselves from among everybody in the diaspora is now exposed. See, they've been able to hide under our numbers. They've been able to hide their deeds under our numbers. But the moment we remove ourselves, their deeds become exposed. Their wound automatically is ripped open. There's no Band-Aid on it. It's ripped open, and the world knows that they're wounded. But as long as we're there, we're like their Band-Aid. We cover their wounds. We take all the hits. And they don't ever say thank you, family. Has anybody ever had a person from the diaspora thank you? Just come up to you randomly and say, man, thank you for what your ancestors did. Thank you for allowing me to come into this country. Thank you, Black Americans, for standing on business and fighting the good fight. Now I'm able to feed my village because of you. Did any African ever thank you like that? Did any Caribbean ever thank you like that? And that's why we stand on business, family. Because at the end of the day, we do all the heavy lifting and they expect us to be thankful for them. Somebody said the best thing you can do is remove yourself. This guy. You don't even have enough followers. Come up here, man. Come on up here. And cam up. Don't be a beetle, man. Don't be a spy, man. Don't be an op. Cam up, man. Talk to me like a man. Don't sit in the comments talking tether talk. You got one opportunity, brother. You come up and chop it up like a real man, or I just get my mods to block you. Man, thank you for them likes, man. Get that good. Thank you, man. Thank you for those likes. I appreciate it, family. I appreciate it. So, why don't you come up here, man, and say something, brother? Why don't you speak your mind instead of be a keyboard warrior? And I know this is like this is your troll account. I know this ain't your real account because you only got like. Let me see. Let me look at this, brother. How many, you don't got that many followers. You got 11 followers, 71 following. Yeah, this is a troll account. You're a troll. You are a troll. So you got one more chance though. Before I just block you completely because it gets boring real quick. People be in the comments saying stupid stuff, and you probably matter of fact you're probably a bot. You're probably a military bot. I know we got a lot of bots on TikTok, right? You think you're talking to somebody that is a person, and you're really just talking to an AI or a bot. So I think you're a bot. I think you're a bot. I really do. So I'm not even gonna waste time. Oh, y'all forgive me, family. Make me some tea. My throat is hurting, man. I don't like taking medicine. I'll be honest with you. I don't like taking medicine. So here's what really gets me though, family. Here's what really gets me. What really gets under my skin is they want us to be generic Africans. They'll say we came from Africa. Like that erases 400 years of us building this nation over here. That's like telling the Japanese they all come from Asia. You ever know that you can't, if you call a Japanese Chinese, they get upset. You call a Chinese Japanese, they'll get upset. But yet we got all these Africans who want us to identify with them. You African, nigga, you African. And we're like, nah, man, I'm a Black American. I'm a foundational Black American. I come from America. I didn't immigrate here. I didn't need a passport to come here. My family been over here before there was an America. I'm more American than Ellis Island. Can't no YT person tell me that they're more American than my family because, let's be real, they haven't even been here longer than me and my family. I don't even let these Native Americans talk that talk. If you are Native American, you ain't even been here longer than my family. So what are you talking about? I don't care if you look Asian, but if let me tell you like this: if a YT person, a Hispanic person, or an Italian person can play you in a movie, you're not Native anything. My people are copper colored. My people are Black. My people are really from this soil. Everything else and everybody else, you're just a cosplay. You're just cosplaying. I don't care how many feathers you put in your head and how many. Think about, man, family. These Native Americans they can't dance. Have y'all seen a Native American dance before? Man, all they can do is shout. Make these look family. It's all performative and looks stupid. It really does look stupid. It looks stupid. It really does. It just looks stupid. But family, our blood runs in this soil of every state line. Shout out to Black Tokenomics. You can't globalize our experience, family. You can't Pan-Africanize our pain. See, the Pan-Africanism is a beautiful theory. You know, I wish we all could get along. It's beautiful in theory, but it's a dangerous execution. Because what all Pan-Africanism does, family, I'm going to just demystify y'all. All Pan-Africanism does is it replaces specific justices with symbolic unity. Pan-African is forget about reparations. Let's go holler at these Africans and go build up Africa for them. So they can kick us out after we build it and say, oh, look at you, nigga, look at you. You know, so they can, it's not going to happen. We're not going to Africa. We're not building nothing. We're not getting no 99-year lease. You know, if we can't own the soil, if we can't own the gold, if we can't own the minerals there, we don't want nothing to do with over there, family. Nothing. They don't even want nothing to do with it. That's why they over here. So what is the benefit of us going back over there building anything over there? Because they don't even want nothing to do with it. I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I'm tricked off my land. My ancestors, what makes this land blessed, family, is my father's buried here. My mother's buried here. This is really my land. Why, you know, and just so you know, family, you're not so if you ever move and you got your ancestors in the ground, you're supposed to dig them up and bring them with you. I don't know if you guys knew that. The reason why you're blessed is because your grandparents were unalived on this soil. And if you uproot them and you move them, that land is no longer blessed. If the seed gets uprooted before it takes root, it cannot become a tree. So, family, we don't need kumbaya. We don't need to be kumbaya, holding hands. We don't need the "we are the world." Like the first "I Have a Dream" speech, it was cool. It was cool back then. It sounded good back then. But that's not what we own in 2025. We're on sovereignty. Now we just want to be left alone, and we want to be able to build our own sovereign nation on our own without having to deal with anybody else. That's where we at now. So listen, family, I ain't gonna lie, I'm over here dozing. I'm about to, y'all see my eyes, I could barely keep them open. I'm about to knock out here, man. It's like 9:20 p.m. where I'm at, but I'm tired, family. I've been up since early this morning. I want y'all to do me a favor, family. For those who are still in the room, I want y'all to check out the website, fbacoin.org, fbacoin.org. I want you to keep tabs on it. Check back in with that website. It's going to be changing really, really quick. It's going to be the same aesthetics, but there's going to be some new pages that are going to be added to it that I want y'all to check out. If you are a foundational Black American and you want to build something, you want to be a part of something at the beginning stage, not at the end, but you want to be a part of something at the beginning stage, join our Telegram. I'm a real person. We got over 100 people in our Telegram right now. Anytime you see that VC open, that voice chat open, jump in there, talk to us. We'll talk to you. Myself, Crypto, Monique, Cousin, we gonna holler back at y'all, man. We gonna chop up some game. We chop up some real strategies up in there. We got a host of other people, Miss T. We got a host of other people, regulars that come into that Telegram, man. And you can talk to us. You can ask us anything you want. We're gonna be transparent. We're gonna tell you, we're gonna tell you what it is. So I always tell people, though, do your due diligence, man. If you're not up on cryptocurrency, you don't know what it's about, you don't know what it can do, it's time that you know. It's time that you take the time to figure out. I don't care how difficult or how hard it is. It's the future. It's what everybody's going to use. You can't stop it. It's inevitable. So you might as well get ahead of the curve. And understand this, family, you are a futuristic people. So you letting something hard, difficult now stop you, that's not us. When we see hard, we see opportunity. When we see difficult, we apply discipline with that difficulty. That's how we overcome it. That's it. That's it. So check out the website, FBAcoin.org. Do your due diligence, man. We're launching our own premier contract, our own currency, our own utility token, and you get an opportunity to come in at the ground floor. Now, if you're not comfortable coming in at the ground floor, then wait. Wait till we get to $1 million market cap. Wait till we get to a $10 million market cap. Shoot, wait till we get to a $100 million market cap. This ain't no rush. I don't believe in rushing, But there is a reward for those who come in early. That's just what it is. Those who take the risk with us early in the beginning, they're going to get a greater reward. But those who come in later, not that you won't get something, you just won't get as big of a reward as those who joined with us in the beginning. And that's okay. That's okay. Because this coin is phenomenal and it's going to do everything that we need to do for our community. And it's just so amazing. I'll just be honest with you. It's just so amazing. And you got to do your homework. I can sit here and talk to you till I'm blue in the face, but it ain't going to mean nothing if you don't see for yourself. So, family, also I got some music that's already on Spotify. Check out Too Much for TV, Too Much for TV, Too Much Moxie with 3 O's, TOOO, Much Moxie. Just type it into any of your Apple Music or Spotify, and all my catalog of music is going to come up. It's going to come up right there, and you can vibe out and listen to some of that good stuff that I had from December 24th. But I'm working on a new album now to be out soon. It's already coming along phenomenal. Also, family, check out, I have a t-shirt and wall canvas website. Check it out. It's called Mucho Art, MUCHOART.com. Get you a couple t-shirts, get you some hats like this, get you a couple sweaters, you know what I'm saying? Get your drip right, man. I got some my clothes is high quality, family. It's nice. It's nice. It's nice. And if you're in the Los Angeles area, man, check out the Hidden History Museum, man. I'll be out there at Tariq's Comedy Club /museum on the 15th and chilling, man. I'll be out there chilling, man. I'm gonna chop it up with Tariq, and we're gonna have a good time. Most likely the missus is gonna be with me as well. And I got a couple other partners that we're gonna stomp up in there, man. We're gonna walk in like we own the place, That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk in. I mean, not in a disrespectful way, but this FBA house. You know what I'm saying? It's our house. We're gonna have fun with our people. We're gonna be surrounded by nothing but our people too. But we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good time. So that's what it's all about. But also check out my Too Much for TV. Check out that album, and I got another album called FBA Only. Check that out too. And yeah, family, that's it. Oh, I have some NFTs for my channel, family. These are $1. Check out if you follow me on my YouTube, any of my YouTube videos, because I just post my TikTok onto my YouTube. Any of my YouTube videos that get over 500 views and or 25 likes, I mint them into NFTs and I give them absolutely free to the family. You buy one NFT, which is like $1, okay? And you get minted NFTs of all my viral shows. So that's all it is, family. Listen, I'm tired. I ain't gonna front. We're gonna do it again probably tomorrow. I'm probably gonna start back up on my series tomorrow. Finish off episode 3. of the Black Hand, the La Cosa Nostra. Because again, family, I'm just trying to prove to y'all with empirical evidence and without any doubt that we should not be the face of crime, of gang violence, and of or anything organized crime. Black people, there's no such thing as black crime, and I'm just proving it. I'm just proving it. So y'all come check out the show over there tomorrow, and it's going down. But with that being said, family, listen, peace, love, reparations, and the blockchain. You guys take care, family. See you tomorrow.